Hi, everyone.
Hello. So it's almost 9 here in Montreal. We're almost ready to start.
Yes, thanks for your patience and for joining us. We'll begin shortly.
All right, it is 9 a.m. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to our Canadian exhibitors and our international exhibitors all around the world. Thank you very much for joining us. As you know, SIAL Canada is just around the corner, and we wanted to create a space to present all the details of your exhibitor experience. As a reminder, just the technical information, the session will be recorded and you will get the link tomorrow. As you can see, mics and cameras are not activated. However, we do have a Q&A section, a chat. So any question you might have, you can write it there. And at the end of the presentation, we will answer them. So now that we are ready, let me introduce myself. My name is Lina. I am a senior advisor at SIAL Canada, and joining me today is my colleague Nicolas Garot.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nicholas. I'm also Senior Advisor at SIAL Canada, and I will do this presentation today with Lina, and we'll give you a little more information and insight on best practices to get ready for the show.
Lovely. Together we are the sales team, and it is our pleasure to be here with you today. So I would like to walk you through what we are going to talk about today. First, we're going to introduce SIAL and all these special activities that we are preparing for you. We also have a lot of visibility opportunities. The biggest one and the most important of them all being the hosted buyer program, which is way beyond visibility, is really being face to face with buyers, which is what we all want. We also have technical details that we are going to almost study with the exhibitor manual. And we have a surprise for you guys at the end of the webinar. So what is SIAL? SIAL, it's an international network or of B2B trade shows. You can see there all the editions. I would be curious to know who of you have participated in all or any of the international editions or who would like to participate. But the good news is you are participating in SIAL Canada, which is the North America edition. We are one of the biggest trade shows in North America with over 1,000 exhibitors and brands. And it is such a wonderful melting pot and international presence. We have over 44 countries that are going to be represented. We have a particularity. We alternate between Toronto and Montreal. This year, 2025, is going to be in Toronto in the Enercare Center, and next year is going to be in Montreal. Next year is next year is going to be the 25th anniversary in Montreal, so it's going to be exciting. Rebooking is going to open really soon, so we can start talking about your participation. We have a lot of people joining, so there's a little like windows, which is great. We love having more people. Sorry, this is the other way around. So we are talking about what is SIAL, but this is the very concrete visual representation of what the show is going to look like. This is the floor plan. As you can see, we have sectors, we have categories that are distinguished here by color. This, of course, is to make the journey of the buyer much easier. Of course, all the visitors, but also the buyers. You can see we have a Canadian section. Here you will have mostly the provinces, the territorial representations. We have a big international presence, the 44 countries I was telling you about. We have grocery, that is a very attractive one. And we have a fresh product on the top, and then the packaging. And you will see other sections that is not necessarily booths, that is not necessarily exhibitors, but the activities that we prepare for you, because SIAL is so much more than just the trade show. We have our colleagues Mael and Marco who have been preparing a lot of uh, extras that just increase so much the value of the show. Let me tell you about the conferences. We are going to have 10 theme tracks featuring 30 sessions of 30 minutes each. This includes keynotes, fireside chats, and panel discussions. We have incredible experts. I mean, it's really, as we said, la creme of the industry. Their insights are incredible. And this is also a big argument for having visitors. So if you're inviting a distributor, if you're inviting someone, you can tell them that they will be able to take advantage of this activity. It is for free. Now, we have other activations. Sorry about this. The Central Expert Hub. This is more accessible. This is really a stage where you will have the expert almost face to face. It's 30 minutes. They will make a presentation, but the most important part of this is the Q&A. You'll get to ask them questions, quite specific if you want, and if you wish, you can even take an appointment with them. So we make available all these insights and knowledge about the Canadian market, about the trends, just for you. Now, for those of you who like more festive activities, we have SIAL Inspired Drink. This is in the beverage section that you saw. We have experts coming in the morning. It's more about coffee and tea. And in the afternoon, it's all about mixology. So they're going to present trends. They're going to prepare cocktails there. They're going to answer your questions. We are going to present new products. And this is really fun. It attracts a lot of traffic to that section. It's actually going to be next to the beverage village. And let me tell you about that because this is a novelty of this year. We're going to have an open space with all kinds of beverages, alcoholic, non-alcoholic. And it's going to be like a beverage hub. Of course, we want to attract qualified buyers to go straight there, but also it brings so much, it makes the show in that area so lively. We really like it. By the way, if you would like your drink to be showcased in Inspired Drink, there is a visibility opportunity. So if you are interested, really let us know and we can talk about that. Now, these are activations. This is for fun, but we know that some of you like to get prizes and like to get recognitions. So now I'm going to give Nick a chance to present the competitions we're preparing for you.
Yes, yes. As you know, at SIAL, at the Canadian show, but also across the franchise, we really put the emphasis on competitions and the ability to showcase, your talent, your savoir-faire, everything we do best in the food industry. SIAL Innovation being one of our biggest competition, it is open to all exhibitors and was created to highlight new and exciting products. This is a very visited space. It attracts over 75% of visitors, including buyers and media. We're going to have 10 finalists, 3 grand winners, and 1 special packaging award. Please note the award ceremony will take place on the very first day of the show at 12:30. The registration is currently open and will remain until the April 1st, if I'm not mistaken. SIAL Innovation is always a way for people to showcase, like I said, their products, their innovations, whether that's a new flavor, a new packaging, and so a jury will evaluate your products and display them at the show. We have a dedicated space on the main aisle of the show of the floor plan that you will be able to review. And do send messages to us if you have any questions with regard to this. Now, the pitch competition. This is something that I really like. As you may know, every year at the show, we have a startup village. We are going to have more than 35 startups this year. And we're currently at 50% sold out for the startup that opened recently. Essentially, the competition is exclusively reserved to exhibitors from the startup village. And so the participant will be divided in 10 CPG brands and 5 food tech brands. Registration will open the last week of February up until March 21st. And the prices include square footage at SIAL 26 with a 10 by 10 or a startup village if eligible. So there's many prizes to win. And last but not least, we have our international cheese competition, which is the 4th edition of the edition. It will take place on Tuesday, April 29th, 25. Under the esteemed presidency of cheese expert Girth Pred, a distinguished jury of cheese industry professionals will evaluate the finest cheeses and award gold medals to the winners across 28 categories to recognize excellence and innovation in cheesemaking. So keep in mind, registration is open to both exhibitors and non-exhibitors with a price difference in registration fees. You can sign in now and up until April the 10th. These activities, moreover, aim to generate traffic and dynamism and bring dynamism to the show. And of course, visitors. So thousands and thousands of qualified visitors. We've put together visibility packages so you can maximize the presence of your brand and products. And so I will let Lina take it on.
Thank you, Nico. Yes, so for those of you who are exhibiting for the first time, first of all, welcome to SIAL Canada. And if you want to be featured on our Hot and New category, you can take advantage of this package. Now, for all the exhibitors, I know that whoever you have a logo, we love it very much. It's our visual identity. We love our logo very much. And so if you want to see it featured in all our electronic platforms, we have this option. It's very popular and we kind of definitely recommend it because then people can identify you when they see you in the booth. So this is an option too. Now, if you want your product to talk for themselves, for itself, you can have product placement in all our activities. We have a buyer's lounge, a VIP lounge, and a media lounge. And all the decision makers are in this lounge. All the people who can convey your message are going to be here. So if you want them to have like concrete contact with your product, you have this opportunity. Now, Nico mentioned the thousands and thousands of visitors. Every visitor, when they enter the show, they're going to get a bag like this one. Do you want your product in this bag? This is very possible. What can you put? You can put a mini version of your product. This one's very well done because it has the booth number right here. You can have branded promotional products. We were talking about the importance of the brand. And you can have a business card. You can have a flyer. This is an option too. You know how people love to get little presents in the bag? Well, that little present could be your product. And now if you want to go all the way, you can get the VIP package that includes everything you're seeing in the screen. We have a lot of visibility options. They are on the link that we put on the Q&A section. Take a look. And if you're interested in any of those, feel free to contact us. We can guide you through the process. Now, this year we have a novelty. We have SIAL Canada Daily, which is a magazine. It's going to be a printed magazine that is going to feature all the highlights of the 3 days of the show. There are going to be articles, there's going to be interviews, there's could be even be you because you can place your ad here or maybe you can get an article written about you. We can talk about all of this. It's going to be distributed every day during the show. International exhibitors, you can take them home as a souvenir of the show. And it's definitely a great opportunity for like actual concrete advertising of your product. Now, we are talking about the visitors. And as you know, when you register, you get a code or you get the possibility to invite visitors for free. And this code, the code that I mentioned, is going to be available through Snowball. What is it? It's a platform where you'll have a page, and your visitors, they go there, they get the unique code, and they can sign in for free. The invitation you see in the screen, this you will have it, and you'll be able to share it in social media, through your website, through email. So it's really a way to promote your participation in SIAL, to make everybody aware that you're going to be there, and also to take it a step forward to get um, your promotional code for your visitors. I'm talking about visibility. I am talking about you being seen, and I am going to give the opportunity to Nico to present the ultimate opportunity to be seen, which is the hosted buyer program, which is being face to face with actual buyers.
Correct. Thanks, Lena. Yes, the buyers program is really a cornerstone of our show. It allows us to give you guys more value for your presence at the show, one-on-one meetings with qualified buyers. And so, as you can see on the screen, we have three different buyers program. We have a US buyer program, an international buyer program, and a Canadian buyer program. So, well, how to participate? Well, the selection for buyers is based on compatibility with exhibiting companies. Selected buyers will be contacted with the next steps. And for exhibitors, buyers program are included at no extra cost. It is included with the registration. So you will have access to matchmaking services through the platform Convert that we used at SIAL Montreal 2024, and it will allow you to connect with qualified buyers. So let me get into specifics of the program. You will be invited to register to our matchmaking platform early March, so very soon, and the matchmaking itself will open early April. This just gives time for people to browse through the list of people and see who they're compatible with, and so we can prepare the opening early April. Now, exhibitors and buyers will be invited to match with each other with the help of our matchmaking software and AI. They will also be able to scroll through our participant list and request meetings. These meetings will take place in our buyer's lounge, physically located near the main entrance of the show. It will be on your right. Light refreshments will also be available if you do spend some time there. As of today, we expect the participations of more than 100 buyers, key buyers actually. And here's a couple names that have followed us throughout the years, such as Walmart, Sobeys, Grupo Picimex, H-E-B, Soriana, Williams Sonoma, KeHE, Sam Club, Major, Whole Foods, Food Match, McLean Global, and many more. In 2025, we are expanding our Canadian buyer program, and we will announce shortly the participating companies. Now that we've commented a little bit on the main activities of the show, let's zoom in on the logistics specifications for your booth.
Hi. Yes. This is where it gets technical. So you, as an exhibitor, you have access to your exhibitor space on our website, and there you can find the exhibitor manual. You are going to hear me say exhibitor manual several times because it is that important. The link is on the Q&A, depends if you're French or English, and it's there. You can access it, and it has all the information. Our colleague Julie did a great job putting everything together. We are going to highlight the most important items, especially those that are time sensitive. Okay, so, I did something I shouldn't have done. Would you give me just a second? Thank you very much. Lovely. Okay, the booth, the actual booth, your little headquarters during the show. If you purchase the turnkey option, you're going to get what you have here in the picture. You're going to get the carpet, the walls, the stool, the counter, the shelves. There's even a socket for electricity, just one and a simple one. Most important, assembly and disassembly. You don't have to think about anything. It is ready to go. In case you didn't get the turnkey and you only got the surface, please be advised, carpet and walls are mandatory. This is called a masking package, and you can get it with GES. If you want to personalize your booth, if you want personalized decoration, personalized furniture, for personalized setting, personalized everything, this is a possibility. You can contact our partner in crime from GES, Katerina. She would gladly provide quotes, options, adapt everything to your square footage. We have a lot of options. There's a lot of price range, so you might find something interesting. So we really encourage you to contact her. Now, important. If you do have a personalized booth, maybe you already have it because some of you are seasoned exhibitors and already have your booth. And for those of you who will get it as new exhibitors, everybody who has a personalized one needs to have the blueprint of the booth validated and approved by Camille Desmarais no later than April the 4th. Okay, so we need to get into that. Both of her contact information are at the exhibitor manual, so go check it out. Now we know what the booth is going to look like, but what is happening inside the booth and outside the booth? We need to bring all of your products, or maybe you have machinery, but you have to bring stuff, right? So if you're bringing stuff even from inside Canada, especially if you're bringing anything from outside Canada, we definitely recommend you get in touch with NALSI. They know everything about customs and they know everything about transportation. Now, for electricity, plumbing, anything more technical, we have Showtech. We work with them. They really know what they're doing, so you can contact them. And if you want a little bit of a show, if you want audio visual equipment, if you want a TV, we work with Encore. You can contact them. Now, for those of you who are bringing food, who are bringing fresh food, and you need refrigeration equipment, for instance, you can contact Love. All of this contact information, all of the forms that you can even start filling up now, they're in the exhibitor manual. Remember when I told you that I was going to say exhibitor manual along with a lot, but it's happening. Now, compliance, very important. For those of you who have food samples, and I hope a lot of you bring food samples because that is one of the best parts of the show. And also, it's a best practice. And now that we're talking about best practices, I would like to invite you to the next webinar that is going to be delivered by a specialist on successful trade shows. He is going to tell you all the little secrets to have a successful participation, and this is going to happen on March 13th. Now, going back to the samples, you can bring as many as you want. That is okay. The only thing you need to fill out a form provided by the City of Toronto. It's just a paper. It's not going to be anything complicated, but you do need to do it. And compliance once again. For those of you who will have fresh products on the booth, you need a washing station. Okay, so take that into consideration. Now, if you're bringing alcoholic products, exhibitors from Canada, you already know this, but for our international exhibitors, alcohol in Canada is very regulated. We have every province has a monopoly in a way of doing things. So for Ontario, it's the LCBO. And if your product is already registered with the LCBO, the process is going to go a little bit quicker. But if it's not, we need to start taking that into consideration right now. Well, right now, but after the webinar, okay? All of these forms are in the exhibitor manual, and we do have a person that is an expert on the alcohol compliance. So if you need anything, let us know and we will connect you with them. Okay. Now, we talked about the technical stuff, and Nicolas has a novelty to tell us about.
Yes. Thank you, Lena. Yes, this year we are launching our new app. It's our baby. A lot of tears, sweat, and blood that were put into this project. Essentially, we want to give you guys more value for what you pay at the show. We received a lot of feedback throughout the years from visitors, exhibitors, and buyers to provide networking capabilities, agendas. And so in this order of idea, we thought, okay, how can we get ahead of the curve and think in terms of transitioning away from a paper catalog to a digital catalog? So in this order of idea, the mobile app will replace the traditional paper catalog and provide exhibitors with visibility and networking capabilities. The app will open to exhibitors on February 24th, and you will receive a communication about this soon. There's a couple of pillars essential to getting your experience with the app right. First of all, the booth setup. You will have to put in your language preference, very important. So you have, the information that you wish to have in the language of your preference. You will be able to add a company description. You will be able to add a company logo if you've purchased it. It's 480 Canadian dollars, and your company logo will be both displayed on the app, but also on our website. You will be able to also display your website link, your social medias accounts, your represented brands. If you are, say, a pavilion with co-exhibitors, your co-exhibitors will live under your pavilion and they will have access to their own booth. So that's very important. You guys will be able also to display your products, up to 10 products if you just kept the basic package, and more if you wish to upgrade. Essentially, we want to make a great marketplace with products and have everyone see those products and understand where they are, available, displayed, showcased, and you guys can just easily find what you're looking for. Now, there's a couple of special features I've mentioned. The opportunity to have up to 10 products to your profile for buyers to explore. We will also have a visitor pathway that is very important to us. Well, you'll be able to select up to 5 relevant sectors so buyers can find you easily. It can be halal products. It can be any products that you like. If you're part of the innovation competition as well, it's also one of the ways people can find you with. And also to make sure you have a great experience, this app is meant to facilitate the ways in which you can have more return on investment. And what I mean by that is for people that usually purchase the lead scanning, well, this time around, you will be able to do that throughout the app. Simple. You open the camera within the app, you'll be able to scan QR codes, exhibitor badges, and even business cards. And so if you've purchased the lead retrieval capabilities, I believe it's $425, $425, you'll be able also to have to export your own reports that are already pre-populated in an Excel with the information that you've scanned previously. So very, very key feature to me. And so in this order of idea, you will receive an invitation to access the app on February 24th. So I do recommend to check your spam or junk folder if you don't see the invitation in your inbox, or last resort, send me a message. And I think that wraps it up for the app.
All right, perfect. So we've mentioned some dates, but since this is meant to also be a very useful document, we created a compilation of all key dates. It's going to be in the presentation, and I am going to send you a PDF version of this presentation in a few minutes. I'm going to put it in the chat, but here you can see everything. It's just a little document for help. And now I think we've spoken enough. It is time to give the floor to our exhibitors. And so I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you can see us. And let me see if we have any questions.
Yes.
We have chat. Yes.
Okay, so let's prioritize, Lena, maybe the Q&R section. You guys can see on the top above the cameras of everyone, you might see conversation, Q&R, and the list of participants. Please do use the Q&R button to ask your questions. I already see a couple in the chat, so I will answer those, but please do use the Q&R feature. It's just going to make it easier for everyone. So Alison is asking, do you not need to buy electricity when you buy a turnkey? Yes, you will have to buy electricity. I believe we had a slide that Lena presented about Showtech, through whom you will be able to purchase electricity. Those links and informations are available in the exhibitor manual. that is available in the Q&R button. So you might have the link there, and then you can make a quick search. Let's say you tag in electricity, you will have the show tech link that redirects you to the right form to make that such purchase. We also have a question from Julia. How do we purchase? What is the cost of additional exhibitor passes? Okay, very good question. We'll soon open, if not already, I think it's going to be soon. We're going to open your portal where you'll be able to purchase additional badges. This year, additional exhibitor badges are at the cost of $50 per badges. Do we need a login and password for ordering extra furniture? No, you don't. In the exhibitor manual, you'll have access to GS, our dear partner. You will be able to make additional purchase. Let's say you want a table and chairs to accommodate meetings in your own booth if you have the space for it. You'll be able to contact directly, get in touch with GS. Every year, they create a dedicated website for our show where you can make those purchases. So you will be able, Johan, to find that information in the exhibitor manual.
Okay, perfect. And we can now look into the questions that are in the Q&R. Now we'll start chronologically. So you don't need to buy electricity with Showtech if you have bought a turnkey booth. As Nico said, you can get it with GOS. It depends on the kind of electricity. If you just want to charge your phone and you need a regular plug for your computer, you have one socket. Just one. You buy one an extension cord. But if you have special machinery, if you're going to have other electrical equipments that require special electricity, then yes, please, you have to order it with Showtech. Russell asked how to find the Toronto public health form for food sampling. Thank you. It's in the exhibitor manual. Really, it's super well indicated. You'll find it there. There's no problem with that. As Nico said, you will be able to buy the extra exhibitor badge very soon, and it's 50 Canadian dollars. Any expected number of visitors this year? Nico, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's about 6,000
I'm sorry, say that again?
visitors. How many visitors are we expecting?
25,000, more than 25,000. In
Oh my
Montreal
God.
24,
I
yeah.
was
In
so
Montreal
unlucky.
24, we had more than 24,000, and we expect more this time around.
Completely exceeded my expectations. That is perfect.
Okay,
So we have a
I'm
little bit.
interacting. Maybe you can entertain those Q&R questions, and I will, get in the. I will chat with them in the Q&A section with the right links.
Okay, perfect. So is Snowball included in the package? Yes, this is included. Everybody's going to have access to it. And the code for inviting guests is going to be in Snowball. So everything is included. And I'm going to open this. How can you adjust your company profile on web-based or app to promote our company? On the app, you can do it. As an exhibitor, you have all the capabilities, you have all the authorizations to complete the spaces, to put all of your information. You are in charge of that. So this is a good logistic question. In order to sample food at the booth, is it mandatory for staff to hold a food handler certificate? I think not. Not if you're just giving away the samples. If there's preparation behind it, if someone is manipulating it, we would have to check. But if you're just giving away the samples, no, you do not need those. Let me see.
Yes.
Will there be any email sending to me for application on electricity? If you already apply, if you're already in contact with the supplier, that's fine. There won't be an email reminding you of this. This is why all the information is on the exhibitor manual, and this is why we're having this webinar to let you know that those procedures, you need to undertake them yourself. Okay, in the Toronto Public Health Form, they ask for the number of certified food handlers. How do we get that certification? This is a very specific question. It's a very good one. I do not have the answer, but I will check into it and we will update the exhibitor's manual with it. What is the price for the app with scanning option? So the app is going to be free, but the scanning option is $400, right?
425.
425.
Yes.
Good. All right. When you say that we need a cleaning station to do something, what does it mean? Do we need to have a sink directly into booth? Yes, in theory, that is what it means. SIAL Canada provides washing stations, but if you are manipulating very fresh products, you need your own washing station. And this is very easy. You can just check with Katerina, with GOS, and they can make it happen. Okay. Okay, a lot of questions about how can I access Snowball? It is coming very soon and you will receive emails about it with all the instructions.
Yes.
The exhibitor batch registration is open now, so you can go take a look at that. And the buyers program is opening really soon. It's going to be in March, but March is just around the corner. Okay, this is all the questions I have in the Q&R. Do you have any other questions? Or any kind of question, we'll be glad to answer or to find the answer for you. And I also have the chat is quite active too.
Yes. Let's get there.
Okay, let's go here. So I'm going to start from the bottom up. How do you pitch to get featured in the magazine? Let us know. Really send us an email and we will put you in contact with the responsible organization and we can make it happen. It is great that you're motivated for that. Let us know and we'll start the process. The price for the app with scanning option is $425. If you go with GES, your understanding is that they take care of the electricity cost as well. Is this correct? I think it depends on what kind of electricity. If you have regular sockets and you get the turnkey, yes, this is included. If you need bigger electricity, just double check with Showtech just to be on the sure side of things. And we already answered the login question. All right. I do not see places to input names to register the exhibitor badges. And you have a screenshot. Okay, just give me a second and we'll take a look at that. In the meantime, while we look at that, I see more questions on the Q&R. This is quite active.
Great.
Hello, Béranger. Any deadline we should be aware of from our side? When I send you the presentation, what I can do in a second, you will see that some are there, some are as soon as possible. As soon as possible, alcohol compliance, food compliance for the sampling with the City of Toronto. And I think those are the most important ones, but do please check all the suppliers because they also have early bird prices. So the sooner you contact them, the better rate you're going to have. So I am going to take this opportunity to put the presentation we just saw on the chat. Just give me a second. In the meantime, since we are here, does anyone want to say something? Preparation for Canada in general?
Lena, I'm seeing a
Yes.
question from Sorina. I don't know if it
Yes.
was
Yes, I
answered.
answered.
Awesome.
Unless
Thank
it's a
you.
new one. Yes, we did talk about that.
Great, thank you. Food handler certificate, yes. I'll put the
Oh,
link.
thank you, Sarina. Okay, it seems like I'm not able to include a file in the chat, but it's okay because I will send you the presentation tomorrow with the recording of the webinar and you'll have access to it. How about that? All right. How will we get the invitations for the visitors? Through Snowball. So in a couple of weeks, you will receive an email with all the instructions for Snowball. This is a special platform that's designed especially for that. Okay. Fanti, I think you have a very specific question. So what we can do is we'll get in contact with you directly and we can help you step by step. Okay, because right now we cannot, but I'm gonna leave you my email. I'm writing it down for Nicola's email.com. And that way we can take your case and really on a more one-to-one
Yes.
dynamics, we can help you with everything.
Yeah. And for our international exhibitors, I believe you've also been in touch with your respective territory agents. They're also a good way for you to get a lot of information from them. Please be patient with us. We have a lot of volume going on. As you know, we're on a ramping up stage of the show. So although we would love to be able to instantaneously give you the best answer, please do consider that sometimes we get such a huge volume of communications that it's also great to ask your respective territory agents. Lena and I do take care of Canadian exhibitors, so we will answer all the questions you have. And we'll try our best to also help our international exhibitors as well.
Exactly. So the chat is available. The Q&R is available. If you tell me. If you do not have any more questions, I really just want to thank you so much for your presence with us today.
Yes.
Please know that the entire team is dedicated to create an awesome experience for you. We are so much looking forward to seeing you in Toronto. And as Nico mentioned, we are available. Your international sales advisor are available. Please contact them and have a lovely day.
Yes. Hold on one second. For everyone that's asking about badges and how to get them, the portal to get your badges names and to make additional purchases will open very soon. So it's normal if you don't see this right now in the exhibitor manual.
Perfect. Thank you very much for that. What do you reckon, Nico? Time to say goodbye?
I can stay up if there's more questions. I mean, so we will receive a mail. Correct. Yes, fam, you will receive a communication from us about this. Yes, very soon. All the exhibitors, matter of fact, will receive that communications. We understand badges are very important. And as you may see, there's a couple of things that are coming up, a couple of things that are not open yet. It's part of the rollout. Some things need some finalizations, but eventually you will receive communications about each of those in the upcoming weeks. Most of those things will open end of February or at worst mid-March. Would you say SIAL is mostly a food and beverage focused show than broader grocery? Well, not completely. Amruta, thank you for your question. Grocery sector is our biggest sector of the show. It's always centralized. The reason for this is 1 in 2 visitors come at the show specifically for the grocery product, and I'm very, very proud to say that this year we've expanded the grocery sector so much that it's bigger than the past years. We've received countless exhibitors request to participate. And so although, yes, we are a food and beverage show, but we also do packaging, we also do dairy products. We are cross sectors. We're not in a niche per se, but yes, we do have a focus on grocery as well. And by grocery, I mean, for those that are not too familiar with those terms, a grocery encompasses everything that is dry foods. So it can be spices, it can be nuts, it can be cakes, it can be candies, it can be a lot of things. As long as it's dry, it will remain in that area.
In that case, frozen food is grocery too?
Correct. Frozen food is also part of the grocery. We have a very detailed nomenclature which encompasses many, many products. And if you ever have a doubt with regards to the fit between your products and your current sector or your sector you wish to exhibit in, please do send us a message, either to us or your respective agents that got you all the way up here at SIAL Canada. But we try to apply our sectorization. It's very important for our show, and it's not just SIAL Canada, it's across the network. So if one day you have the chance to participate in SIAL Paris 26 or SIAL China, Kuala Lumpur, many others, we invite you to dig into those options. But we do have a sectorization that we abide by. And so it's very important for us to have the right product and sector fit to make sure the visitors do see you and that the buyers find you within the right sector. Very, very important. Hope that answers your question, Amuta. We got a couple more minutes to go, but we have run out of questions. If you guys have any last minute questions, let us know, or we will just end the webinar in a couple of minutes. I'm just going to go through the Q&A, see if I missed anything. Okay, there's a couple new questions, so let me see. The app, what is the price for the app with scanning options? It's going to be $425. The app is free. Everyone that's registered will beneficiate from the basic package. The basic package, essentially, what is included within that package. If you go into the Q&A section, you might see the very, very first question brought by my colleague Lena. In there, you will find a document called Sponsorship and Visibility Opportunities. Within this document, you will find the list of items that are included within your basic registration. It is on page 13th of the sponsorship documents, and it details everything that's included in your package. So everyone that hasn't purchased the upgrade can actually have the add-on of $425 for lead scans and the reports. Very, very important to me. In terms of ROI, it is the best thing you can purchase to just get leads instantaneously and also have an immediate report with the people you've met with and you've had those discussions with. Okay, so let me get back.
Okay, since we have a little bit of time and this opportunity of having you all together doesn't often happen, and since you mentioned that document, Nico, maybe we can see it together. Maybe
good idea.
Can you see my screen? Lovely.
I do.
So, okay, perfect. So this is what Nicola is mentioning. Would you like to talk a little bit about it? A little bit more since we have the document now?
Of course. Yes, correct. So as you guys can see, we have 3 different levels of packages for the app, the basic one, which is free, included with your registration, the premium, and the ultimate. Essentially, the big difference rely on the networking capabilities, the ability to have lead captures and the reports that come with this. You will have also, like I said, networking capabilities. So I feel like this is where you will have some more value for what you've paid for. Say a visitor wishes to learn more about your products. Well, on the first day of the show, they will be able to get in, on the product marketplace. Let's say I'm looking for specific types of yogurt. I will dig into the filters. I will look for the right company, and then I click on it. I see the contacts. I'm able to interact directly with that person from their booth. They will receive a notification. So the exhibitor will receive a message. Someone is trying to reach out to you. You can accept or decline it. As you know, we in Canada have laws that we have to abide by in terms of data privacy. So we take this very seriously. And so before someone reaches out to you, you can accept or decline the messages. We're very, very important. And so the networking capabilities will be offered to premium and ultimate people. The basic, essentially, you will have the product marketplace, you will have the visitor pathway, you will be able to share documents or items like your products and many others. let me get back to some more questions. When you say that we need a cleaning station to do something, what does it mean? Do we need to have a sink? Okay, I think this we've tackled.
Yes, we
Yes,
did answer
on
it.
the show floor, on the preliminary floor plan, you will see there's a couple of wash stations across the show that are strategically displayed to make sure that everyone is able to wash their material.
I don't think we have any more questions. I
I don't
don't
think so.
see new ones. So I think if you would like to tell us more about the app, you have the floor.
Yeah, there's a couple of more items that you might see at the very bottom of this. If you're looking for an agent, if you're looking for a distributor, those $75 add-ons are very, very relevant. You make the purchase and then you send us a list of 10 countries that you're interested in making business with, whether that's through an agent or a distributor, and we will put you in touch with the right people. These are novelties. Keep in mind, we are listening to your requests and taking all your feedbacks, and we try to implement and make the next edition improved and better. So, bear with us, be patient. We will get there, and we'll support you all the way till the event.
Okay, and I see a new question. Let's see the most recent one. Oh, no.
Deadline, yes, it was with regards to deadline. Deadline will be shared with the presentation.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think that wraps it up.
Excellent.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us for this first webinar exhibitor. There will be another one on March 13th, so keep that in mind. We will also be sending out a communication so that it's already in your agenda. Essentially, that next webinar will be focused on the best practices to have when you are in your booth at the show, how to be attractive, how to, best interact with people, how to make the right connections at the right time. There will be a couple of topics that we will touch on, and we will have an expert that will support us for that webinar.
Lovely.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your presence here. Thank you so much for your questions. We remain available for any other questions. And I just want to wish you a lovely day.
Yes. And looking forward to see you guys in Toronto.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.